Hi, I'm Vicky Ross, and I'm a speaker, I'm a trainer, and I am a coach in the leadership community. So I walked into an office one day for one of my clients, and they were a financial director for one of the NHS trusts. And they turned around and they said, I can't have our session today. There's things that I need to take care of. And I go like, what's up? You know, part of what I do is not just teach you things, it's also work on real life things. And she goes, well, there's just so much problems going on with 2 team members, and I'm just so tired of constantly sorting out their battles. And I said, this is a perfect time for us to do the next lesson. So come, let's work on this. Now, in NLP terms, there's a thing called the meta programs, and the meta programs help you understand motivational traits that people have. But what a lot of people don't seem to know or understand, and I don't know why that is, but that meta programs actually reveal a lot of a person's characteristics and profile. So in other words, that you're able through the meta programs to understand what makes a person tick, why they say and do the things they do, the way that they do it, when they do it. All of that information is in the language. So we profiled their jobs. So we did a profile, like, you know, I know that there's programs out there, but I do conversational profiling. Nobody, you know, can hide from that. And I do it because I know that within a few seconds, people forget what they're trying to impress me with, and they start telling me what's inside, what's that unconscious language that comes through, and the body language and the tone. So when we profiled their jobs and then we profiled the 2 individuals, their profiles were complete opposites, which is why they were clashing. But the other thing that was really important to notice is that the one out of the 2, their profile was not a match to the job role that they had. So in other words, they were in the wrong job, and they had a complete character, being opposite characters, with the other team member that they were constantly fighting, and she was constantly sort of sorting out. So when I said to her, do you really believe that this person's in the right job? Never mind that we've just done the whole profiling and it says no. What do you believe, your intuition? And she said to me, it's funny that you mentioned this, but I always felt he didn't fit in the team. And I said, because he doesn't. And I said, that's not his fault. It's whoever hired him into that place. It's their fault that they didn't do the full due diligence of not only looking to see if somebody's got the right experience and the right skills and all of that kind of stuff. That's important. But you also need to profile a job and make sure that the person that you are employing in has the right personality to fit the team, to fit the job role. And this person didn't. Now, what happens when that happens? It's a very expensive mistake, because basically you have to say you've got to move out. But if you think about it, if a person's in the wrong job, they are not comfortable. They are constantly, whether it's conscious or unconscious, they feel that they are a mismatch, and that causes a lot of problems in the team, which then causes a lot of problems in the productivity. So what one needs to do is you need to help him navigate to some place, whether your organization is big enough, someplace within your organization, or you have to help them exit the business and take the punch of the cost. So I hope this is helpful, and I hope, really what I'm hoping that you'll get out of this video is that if you have issues with some of your team members, that you can start to think and go, maybe we've hired wrong, maybe we've got the wrong profile for the job, and we need to fix this. And if you have that kind of conundrum situation going on and you don't know how to fix it, have a chat with me. I will point you in the right direction, or I'll help you fix it all together. So I hope to look forward to seeing you, hearing from you, and I hope that this was something that is useful for you. I wish you all the best.